So you moved in and you paid her rent in June.
Yes, correct.
And you paid her rent in July. Her.
Yes.
And then she moved out. She says she moved out at some point, and you moved into her space because your lease says the security deposit, $1,385, brought forward from Tammy.
Yes.
Which means that you paid no security deposit.
Correct. But I did not move in her space. We lived in one bedroom in the house.
I don't care. He's 9 years old. He should be working 80 hours a week, not 20. What do you think he does with the rest of the time? You think he's developing a cure for cancer? I mean, what do you think he's doing? Drinking and getting high.
Babysitting.
Drinking and getting high. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. And I have to, you know, sometimes a judgment has to reflect the stupidity of a litigant. And while there is no cause of action, I'm going to hear her evidence with regard to your harassment, because you're harassing me, and I'm not easily harassed. So I don't know what it is. I can tell you that you're no animal activist.
That's fine.
Because an animal activist would understand that if you would be responsible for a 4-year-old child, even though it was an accident, it happened under your watch.
Well, animals are considered property.
Shut up and listen.
Animals are considered property in the state of California.
Just a second. Well, that's what I said to you. I said if you were a real animal rights activist, you would not consider animals property.
I don't, but the law does.
That's what I just said to you. If you weren't so high on something, then perhaps you would understand. Show me your payments.
I didn't pay her.
No, not pay her. You're supposed to pay the other $2,000 for your bail. Show me the payments that you made since October.
I didn't agree with it.
A moron. You are so lucky that you...
Yes, I am.
Yeah, very, very lucky. He doesn't even look like a bargain. I mean, what was the attraction? Seriously. Now that the case is over, you get your $4,000 bail because you're going to be stuck for it because he's a deadbeat. So what I'd like you to tell me is, woman to woman, what was the attraction?
His talk at the time when we met. That's it. I mean, what more can I say, Your Honor?
Nothing. Make better choices. Life is full of choices.
Yes.
They were not satisfied with your service. That's what the 1-star, 5-star review is for. When I look at a restaurant, I say, I want to look and see what the restaurant is. Some people go there and they love it, and the service was terrific. And some people say, I wouldn't serve that to a dog. And the waiters and waitstaff were impersonal, and they give it a 0.5 star. That's subjective.
But, Your Honor, if you went to a restaurant, had a positive experience and left a 5-star rating, and then said to the restaurant, now I want you to get me on Oprah, I want you to get me on a TED Talk, and said, I'm sorry, that's out of scope, that's not in your fee, and then they lash back out and give a 1-star review, I think that's why we're all here, Your Honor.
Yeah, no, you're not. That's not why we were all here, because you can't prove that.
I have
that you
emails.
try to get herself on Oprah.
I have emails. She told me to get her on Oprah. I have email evidence.
That's okay. And you said I can't.
And then
First
she
of all,
said, I'll
Oprah's
put
not on
the
the air
Google
anymore.
finger down on you if you don't do that.
Okay, she comes to your house, uninvited, and she's banging at the door because she knows you're home. Mm-hmm. I've been here 40 years. I know exactly what happened. Exactly. I don't have to be there. Aside from that, I've had 5 children and a whole lot of teenage grandchildren and granddaughters. What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with?
What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with?
Correct.
Oh. If it was just sit on and sleep on, I guess I'd say the bed, but you don't brush your teeth with your bed. So sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with.
Listen, it's so easy.
What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with? What do you sit on, sleep on, and brush your teeth with? Not your hands, right? Brush your teeth with your hands?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Hold on. I'm guessing. You said 2 answers.
Sit on, sleep on, brush your teeth. Wow.
Super easy.
Air.
Air?
Oxygen.
No. You brush your teeth with oxygen?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of things that would be all in the same situation. Your hands, oxygen, water. I don't know.
I see 2 girls here tonight. 2. Who, when I was in the 12th grade, I asked out to the prom. And they said no. But you know what? It's okay. Let me go. It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because like she said, I've been on TV. And you two girls who said no, you got fat.
One of them yells out,
You're fat too. I know I'm fat, but I was fat in high school. I kept my figure, why couldn't you? Out of all the countries I performed in, my favorite country outside of home is Australia. And I'll tell you why. Australia, much like us in America, has its list of priorities. You know what's not on their list? Political correctness. They do not care about your feelings. It's like a country full of Daves. Believe it or not, it's very refreshing to be around such a large group of people who speak their minds so freely. And if you know that before you go there, you're gonna have an amazing time. But if you don't know that and you show up, it is a culture shock and a half, because I showed up and I didn't know. Everybody says you gotta see the beaches, and I went to the beach. I had people coming up to me. Hey, somebody help me get them back in the water.
You want to tell me the cockamamie story that you told me in your answer, or you want to just let it go from there and say what happened is, as Miss Tsai says happened, that my 2 pit bull mixes attacked her dog, and I'm going to be responsible for her vet bills? Or you want to tell me this cockamamie story, which I'm going to listen to?
I want to tell you my story.
Go.
Miss I came in to the coffee house. She came to the side door. She rattled the door. She made noise talking, and she threw the dog in. She did not enter.
Just a sec. That was the cockamamie part of the story that I wanted you to tell. That was the stupid part of the story that I wanted an intelligent woman who runs a business to tell me. So what you're telling me is that this woman who takes her dog everywhere, this calm dog, who clearly is a dog that is attached to its mother, that she opened the door and threw the dog into your coffee shop.
Give us is they send us on these trips, unbelievable trips, all over the world. But sometimes it'll be like Alaska, somewhere like that. Sometimes it's been overseas, but say, for instance, Alaska. We sign up for excursions before we go. My husband signed us up to go on a float plane to see a glacier. And we walk up to this dock, and there's this little float plane floating in the water. And they line us up on this dock, and this little crusty man with a pack of Marlboro Reds comes up to me and says, "What do you weigh?" And I lied. And I watched 9 more people. He asked 9 more people, and I watched them all lie. And I thought, oh my Lord, we're gonna go down.
Oh my God.
You went back to Mr. David's home and you stole the plant.
I would say rather than stole, rescued.
Judge, you. Is this filtered?
I don't know. What is he asking me?
If it's filtered, Judge.
Yes,
it's filtered?
filtered. Yes, it's filtered.
I'm sorry. That is not filtered water.
Don't drink it. Don't drink it. And stop double talking me.
Yes.
I know that where do you come from? Missouri?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been to California before?
I have.
You have. And you liked it here.
It's good.
And you thought it would be a nice thing to come back again and to do this little program.
Suppose.
You suppose?
That's good.
Okay, so now there's a price that comes with that for your free trip in your hotel room.
Right.
You know what that price is?
Being honest?
Yes. Because if you're coming here to play with me, I'll put you back on the plane to Missouri.
Absolutely.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
The police were at our house in a 2-week period over 28 times.
Because of you.
And
It's because of her.
Your Honor, this is how he
She
acts
attacks my
right here.
mom. That was my
don't,
mom's
Your
car,
Honor.
by the way. I was defending my mother. You crazy.
Listen to me. Listen to me. The problem, Mr. Hatch, is this.
She's crazy, Your Honor.
No, listen to me. She can be crazy in her own house. Do you understand? You're entitled to be crazy and act crazy in your house.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not entitled to be crazy in her house.
I was crazy outside of her house.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
My boy is 24 years old, and he is married. He got out of college. He met his college sweetheart his freshman year. Let me tell y'all about him. He's an old soul. Have you ever met anybody that was an old soul? He was born an 80-year-old man. He has had a garden since he was in 6th grade. He plays the mountain dulcimer and the banjo. He woodworks. He makes spoons. He makes spoons. I mean, he is so yummy.
I don't know what it is about doctors, but they're just always happy to see you, right? Ah, Mr. Iglesias, how are you? I can't fart. No, Mr. Iglesias, don't worry. We'll take care of everything. Just do me a favor. Roll over on your side. I'll be right back. So he goes over to the wall and he gets these little gloves. And he comes, don't get ahead of me. He puts them on, right? And he comes over and he puts his hand on my side and he goes, does that hurt? Does that hurt? And then this doctor turned into a magician. Oh, yes, he did. Because his hand disappeared. And it reappeared somewhere way back here. And I'm not gonna tell you guys what he did, but you know what he did. Pokemon.
I'm talking about what you put on your side. Is that blue tarp
Thank
what you
you.
put on your side?
Yes, and there's
Pay
a reason.
attention.
There's a reason. They have 4 Chihuahuas that were harassing my dogs, and my dogs were wrecking my flower beds. So I put the tarp up there so that the dogs couldn't.
It's just ugly. It's just
Yeah,
ugly, but it's
it
not
is.
what I had envisioned, which was throwing tarps over the fence and throwing trash over the fence.
Your Honor, this explains why she puts the tarps up there. And her request for a new fence. Not so sweet anymore now.
I never said you. Hey, listen, Mr. Hernandez, I'm not here to determine personalities. I'm telling you that you can't take down her fence.
Understood, Your Honor.
I don't know what she's telling me. I mean, I don't know what this is supposed to.
The tarps are there so we don't gawk at her fabulous body.
Our worlds are very different. His world revolves around Grand Theft Auto, the video game, YouTube, and girls. He's really good at 2 of those. The other one, not so much. And it's not that I'm trying to be a hater about it. It's just that I tell Frankie, listen, you need to start having more conversations. You need to become more talkative and interact like this. See, he'd rather text than talk. That's his whole thing. I'm like, dude, you gotta learn, start to talk to me. I wish you would talk to me more. You could learn a lot about talking by talking to me. I'm just saying, I only do it professionally. But no, he'd rather text. It's at the point now where if I'm in the house and I yell, Frankie, did you take out the trash? Nothing. All of a sudden, cling. I take out my phone, no. But if I say, I got money for you, freaking Houdini, right? Oh, hello. Because you can't text cash.
Not returning that amount.
Stop.
Judge?
Listen to me.
Oh, I'm
If
sorry.
what you do is interrupt, I'm just going to give him what he wants and throw you out. Do you understand?
Yes, I
All
was
right.
confused
So try
when
to,
I could talk. Okay.
Chill.
2244 minus 1352.50 is $891.50. That's what I paid.
$892. And the room.
$891.50. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Great. The room per night was $240. So $892
Plus
less
the cleaning fee. Plus the cleaning fee.
I don't care about a cleaning fee. I'm going to look at the pictures to see whether he's going to get this money.
Yes.
And
But
I'm
that
going to
was
see.
stated in the
I'm
contract.
talking
Oh, sorry.
2.5, which is $652. That's less one night stay. $652. Stay there one night. Now I'd like to see the advertisement that you answered. While she was away, you had a party and damaged her home. On what date did this happen?
This happened August 10th this year.
Where did you go?
I went to Kalahari with my daughter for her birthday.
How long were you supposed to be away?
4 days.
Did your daughter live with you?
Yes.
How old is she?
She's 6.
So this was not a surprise because her birthday comes the same time every year.
Every year.
Right? So you were planning on being away.
Yes.
Get where I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there was a party at the house when she was away.
But she was aware of the party.
When was that party planned?
That day.
The day of the party?
It was just a small kickback.
What does that mean, a small kickback?
A small party where a few friends come over and we sit back, we listen to music, drink, play games, and things like that.
Okay.
Yana, we were friends. Even though he does work for me at times, we were lifting something to put it on. And he did the count, like we're counting, we're lifting
On
it.
what date did this happen, sir?
November 28th.
10 months ago? Where have you been since, sir? Did you see a lawyer?
Yes, I saw.
Just a second.
Yes, I did see a lawyer.
And what happened with the lawyer?
They looked at his name and they couldn't find it nowhere in the state of New Jersey to see if he had like any business or any insurance
He
or
has
any.
insurance. Is that right?
Yes.
What was your insurance carrier?
State Farm.
In what name?
It's in my wife's name. Her name is Tony.
I'm going to get you all the information, sir. Then I'm going to dismiss your case without prejudice. You can go get another lawyer and sue him for a lot more than you're going to get here.
They had closed their doors.
Well, they don't own the Ziplines, right?
But they
just pay attention. They don't own the Ziplines. Right. There was no skiing either, right?
No, which we knew that.
You could have found out that there were no Ziplines too. All you had to do was make a phone call.
Well, the Zipline was there when we rented it. If it closed its doors, so we rented it in June, or paid it in June, July 14th, which I have a picture, they closed their doors. And if we had been, Wrightwood's a small town, if they had notified us, I think it's their responsibility as a cabin to notify
It
us.
certainly is not their responsibility to notify you. It's your responsibility. If you like hiking, if you like fishing, if you like ziplining, it's your responsibility. They rented you the cabin. At the time that they rented you the cabin, based on this, if I assume that this is advertising, this was perfectly accurate. At the time you rented it, it was perfectly accurate.
Yes.
What do you call water that is cold?
Cold water.
Okay, good. What do you call water that is warm?
Warm water.
Okay. What do you call water that is frozen?
Frozen water.
Frozen water. What do you call water that is warm?
Warm water.
What do you call water that is cold?
Cold water.
What do you call water that is frozen?
Frozen water.
Frozen water.
Uh-huh.
So you see water frozen. You say, oh, there's some frozen water.
I don't think I see frozen water very often, actually. So I don't think I'd say anything at all. Why are you laughing? When do you see frozen water? We don't live in a climate where the water freezes.
Honey, 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 it's called ice. It's not her fault that Famous chooses to have another fiancé.
Okay.
If he is a piece of dirt and you want to continue to surround yourself with dirt and have more children with him knowing that he has someone else, that's your problem. You have female children or all boys?
I have 3 boys.
Good for you. You have 3 boys. Well, I hope that you, in your heart, don't hope that any of your 3 boys turn out to be like their father. And I know that I'm in the vast minority in this country. Parents who are stupid enough to let their 10 and 11-year-old little boys play football and be subject to these kind of vagaries among adult men. Well, they can't play in this league because we have different kind of criteria. And you're telling me, even though you have no proof of it, that one of these 10-year-olds got a concussion because he was playing with the wrong league. That has to do more with you guys than with 10 and 11-year-olds. 10 and 11-year-olds can be told, listen, you're too little. You're not big enough to play football yet, especially in a tournament. You want to play tag in the street? You want to take a ball in the street and kick it around? That's fine. It's usually the fathers that were beating their chest out there and pushing their 3'9" kids, skinny kids, out with shoulder pads and potentially getting injured, right? Yours couldn't come back, according to him. You're all a bunch of fools. You're a fibber.
I'm a what?
Fibber.
Okay.
Liar.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you moved in May.
Okay. I have the phone number.
Well, what difference did it make? You weren't living there. I asked you where you were living. You told me that's where you were living. When I was going to call you, you said, well, I wasn't really living there. I was living with my mother.
Only for a month.
What month?
June.
Clearly, she's a liar, Your Honor.
I know. I know she is. That's not happening. If you wanted this stuff, you would have gotten it out before. And that was your problem. He's not responsible for your
Well,
stuff.
there
He's
were-
paying rent.
Yes.
And you're not. And he doesn't have to look at your junk in the garage that you've left there, abandoned for 7 months without paying any storage. He doesn't have to pay rent, which is how much for the property?
$2,500.
He doesn't have to pay $2,500 a month starting November 1st. Not through November 1st, starting November 1st.
If I had been aware that I was supposed to be out by October 31st, you bet your bottom dollar I would have been there with bells on.
Well, that's too bad. But you're not losing so far, right? Is there anything that you're not losing? I'm not buying her story because how old are you?
In my 60s.
You're in your 60s and you've had apartments?
Yes.
Yes. And when you start renting an apartment, if you start the 1st of the month, you move in on the 1st of the month, then it's yours.
Yes.
It doesn't belong to the previous tenant until midnight on the 1st of the month.
That's right. So I could have come at 1 a.m. on November 1st and I would have been within my legal rights.
Goodbye. We're done. I'm done with you.
No, Judge Judy, I want to say one thing. This man is a liar and a thief.
You're a hustler.
And I'm a what?
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Oh, they're definitely having an affair. So Pretty That Guy is the CEO of a company called Astronomer. And bro forgot that CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer, not cheating an executive. Oh no! And the lady is the head of HR of the same company. Lady, did you forget HR stands for Human Resources, not having relationship. They'll probably start either saying, paradise. Your paradise now.
And what did you do?
I confronted her about.
Okay, confronted her. So tell me how you confronted her.
I asked her if she.
You went out of your house.
Yes.
So you saw
Walked
this
up
from
to-
your house.
Well, from my house to the fence. Says, are you planning to pick this up? And she says, and I quote, you want me to pick this up, you blankety blank blank blank, unquote. And things went quickly south after that.
Okay. Are you planning on picking these up? And you walked from what room outside, sir?
My kitchen.
What were you doing in the kitchen?
Having a cup of coffee at the kitchen table. My kitchen window overlooks the backyard.
So you had to get up from having your cup of coffee.
That's right.
And go outside. I want you to give me a number. Were there more than 20 twigs or less than 20 twigs that we're talking about?
There's more. It's a sizable bush.
Were there more than 30 twigs or less than 30 twigs?
Less.
So somewhere between 20 and 30 twigs.
A dog has 3 puppies, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What is the mother's name?
What is the mother's name?
Correct.
Correct?
Yes. What is the mother's name?
You didn't say the mother's name. How am I supposed to know? And then you said correct.
Yes.
So her name's correct?
What is the mother's name?
But I don't know what the mother's name is. I don't understand the question. You just said the dog's names are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You didn't say anything about the mom's name, so I wouldn't know.
What is the mother's name?
I don't know the mother's name. I don't know.
Saying, what is the mother's name?
I can hear you. I can hear her saying, what is the mother's name over and over again, but I don't know the answer. I don't know.
What is the mother's name? What is the mother's name?
I don't know what the mother's name is. I don't know. There's no context as to what the mom's name would be. I don't know.
It's what?
I don't know.
When I was 22 years old, my brother was half my age. Now I'm 44. How old is my brother?
Well, okay, so when you were 22, your brother was half your age.
Correct.
So half of 22 would be 11.
Right. Now I'm 44. How old is he?
22?
No.
No?
No. I'm 22. He's half my age. Now I'm 44. How old is my brother?
Well, it has the 44 is 22.
Well, that's wrong.
How?
How?
Yeah.
Because I'm 22 when he's half my age. Now I'm 44. How old is my brother?
So I still got to go with 22. That's the only thing that makes sense.
It's long. Causing her a split lip and a heart attack because she had had previous heart condition. And this incident that you created by hitting her with that water bottle, not an empty Pringles can, that type of water bottle, so says an independent witness, and causing her injury, you're responsible for that. She's not responsible for you losing your job. You are. You are. And I don't care whether you have 10 kids to support.
May I say something?
Sure.
She was basically spitting at me.
No, that's not, don't use the word basically like a 26-year-old. Basically is not what she was doing. She was yelling at you. You said she was yelling at you, and spittle was coming out as she was yelling at you. So you feel threatened. Grow up. You have a kid to support. That means you have to grow up. She doesn't owe you a thing.
So she was.
So your case, you asked me if you could ask me a question.
Yeah.
I answered your question. I don't have to answer any more of your questions. You were wrong. I don't say she was right in trying to get in front of you. That's not what I'm here to adjudicate. I'm here to adjudicate your response. And your response was to assault her. And you can't do that. And if you lost your job because of it, good. If that's the kind of temper you have, good. And maybe you have to, maybe because you have an immune compromised system, you should find another venue to work other than being an Uber driver with a lot of strangers in your car. Maybe. In any event, your case is dismissed. You have a counterclaim for $10,000. That's granted. Judgment on the counterclaim for $10,000. We're finished. One super rare secret Labubu, 2 furious babies, and a special surprise you'll only see if you watch till the last second.
Your Honor, she stole my limited edition secret Labubu. I saw it on her diaper bag.
This is my emotional support Labubu. He helps me through apple juice withdrawals.
Do you have proof it's yours?
Right here. Signed, sealed, licked by me.
You licked it? That's legally binding.
Case closed. Return the secret Labubu. And both of you grow up. Emotionally, not physically. I think it's a good idea if you're bringing homeless people into your house that you change the locks every time they leave.
Your Honor, I am a Marine, though, and I don't operate out of fear. It's a ministry. So
Well, that's good.
I only fear God and you a little bit.
Well, Mr. Elder, I hope in that order.
Yeah, I was in bed sleeping, and apparently.
What time?
I assume probably 2 or 3 in the morning, something like that. And basically, I heard pounding on the door, sound like someone was kicking in her door. My wife.
Alert pounding at the door.
Correct.
And
I had no idea what was going on, so my wife runs downstairs. In the meantime, I'm.
Judge's Land, 2 o'clock in the morning. You hear pounding at the door. You had no idea what was going on, and your wife went down to answer the door.
Yes.
My kind of guy. And now, what your lawsuit is you want her mother to pay for the mirror on your car.
Yes, Your Honor. She collided. I was going very slowly, and it was a side impact. I did not hit her. She ran into me, and she was going against the crossing guard, going in an area where you're not supposed to be crossing at all. Guard standing over there. I'm on the opposite, going very, very, very slow.
Very, 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 very slow.
Yes, I was going extremely slow.
Explain, if you were going so slowly, explain her broken clavicle.
Welcome to the most viral baby courtroom chaos you've ever seen. A mom logs into court late in a robe and mid PB&J. The judge, not amused. But what happens next?
You just showed me a paper, Miss Outerbridge. That
yes, I
said
did. Right. So when I called.
No, we can't talk at the same time.
Well, I apologize for being late. Excuse me.
Stop. Miss Outerbridge,
you asked me a question. I'm just trying to answer it.
I know. Put whatever you're trying to prepare down.
I'm trying to feed my daughter.
Get your coat. You gotta put your properly dressed on. I
am properly dressed. I have on a t-shirt. I am properly
dressed.
Is that
a robe? Is that a robe?
It's the problem, sir. I'm not even doing that. You asked me a question. I'm answering. My daughter is sick. I had to keep her home from school. I'm just trying to feed her. That is it.
Understandable, but you're in court.
Miss Outerbridge, I'm sorry that your daughter is sick. But again, you're in court, okay? And we're going to treat it as such.